All right, time to piss off a lot of people today. Maybe I don't know, but I saw Disclosure Day the other night. Disclosure Day, sci-fi new film by Steven Spielberg. I don't know where it says that, but just trust me. Yeah, director by Steven Spielberg. We got some John Williams music in there. Screenplay by David Coep, which I believe I've actually seen this guy's work in some other stuff. Well, um, but either way, yeah. So this was a big movie that was coming out. I saw a lot of marketing for this. Letterbox did a lot of marketing. So far, we're looking at 81 from the critics, 72 from the audience. Uh, I guess I need to sign in, but 6.8 from IDMB. We got Letterbox saying it's about 3.2. So far, looks like it's doing okay. I don't know its box office numbers because I always see movies like a few days after they're out. Um, Looks like worldwide weekend just over 94, which is pretty good. Its domestic was 44. Okay, yeah. So yeah, looks like it's doing pretty good. That's a pretty good number to hit on the first weekend, though you want to do more. You want to be really great. All right. So how did I think about it? This movie sucks. I'm sorry. I don't know what people were seeing in this movie when they watched it, but the entire time I can't help but think this is one of the most boring movies I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. Probably like it is going to be the top 10 worst movies I've seen this year. And I'm not exaggerating. I really wish I was. I don't lie. I don't joke about this. I truly believe this movie was that awful. Like, I'm going to get this over here for something. But yeah, I don't understand because like a lot of people are saying this is great. They liked it a lot and it was supposed to be this really cool movie about aliens and supposed to like I don't know. The story is about Disclosure Day, which is a day where they're going to reveal the aliens exist to the world. So there's going to be a lot of hype around it. There's obviously going to be some governmental activities or like some people are trying to like hide the secrets because that spoiler alert that ends up happening. Obviously, based if you've seen the trailers, seems like there's going to be a lot of crazy cover ups and mind blows and twists and turns in here and that and betrayals. If you got that from the trailer, trust me, I did too, and you're not alone. This movie is nothing like this. This movie is a slog to get through. Like I said, this movie is boring. The story is not very interesting, and it really doesn't even get interesting until the last 20 to 25 minutes of the film. Mind you, this movie is already 2.5 hours, essentially. 2 hours, 25 minutes. It feels so long. It's so boring. It's so drawn out. The pacing is so slow at times and so boring. There are so many scenes where literally just nothing is happening, and like characters are just moving along, and this slow paced movie just doesn't work for this type of whole thing. And mind you, in this world of Disclosure Day, there was already this overwhelming like feeling that people were getting because they were saying something about like the world was like coming to an end because of like the nations, certain nation. I think it was Russia and United States, whatever. But there was just a lot of conflict going on around the world already, and obviously throwing aliens on that would just be like not the coolest thing ever. So in this entire movie, like there's a few scenes where people are already like freaking out, panicking, like trying to buy up a bunch of toilet paper and gas and all that shit. And that isn't in this movie all that much. Half of the time, this movie just shows people just living their everyday lives as if nothing is happening. It is so distracting when you say all these crazy bad things are happening in the world, and only like some of the scenes are showing people reacting to them, like, you know, running around trying to scavenge as much as they can and running away from cities. And other cities and scenes, well, people are just doing absolutely fucking nothing. So this movie doesn't take advantage of like a whole like oh a lot of bad stuff's happening and oh no aliens are coming. Towards the end of the movie, it does get kind of cool seeing like how the entire world reacts to being told the truth. And then but all throughout the movie we don't get to see like the world's reaction. We just get to see like the main characters just traveling around just trying to make sure they get to uncover the secret. The story is about this guy and he has a girlfriend who's not really important, but him and this girl, played by Emily Blunt, uh, it was this guy, Josh O'Connor, played Daniel, and we got Emily Blunt playing Margaret. These two are basically important to the story because they know about the secrets of the alien, but I don't want to say too much. There's Hugo, played by Coleman Domingo, who's like this mentor to these two, or like was setting a bunch of things together for these two to meet and to help reveal aliens as well. Which, by the way, I'm basically spoiling the story. If you wanted to see this movie, you probably would have seen it. Like I said, Daniel has a girlfriend. Jane, who's like his part or yeah, his like buddy, but like she gets abandoned half of the time, and she really doesn't even feel that important to the story. And also, Emily's character Margaret has a boyfriend, Jackson, played by Wyatt Russell. From he's from Avengers, uh, Thunderbolts. Um, so yeah, you know him. Other than that, I mean, yeah, the main villain here was played by Colin Firth, Noah. You know, there's some backstory between him and like trying to like they were working together in the past. I don't really know, to be honest. The scene where they were talking to each other, that was the scene I went up to use the bathroom because I was drinking a lot of water because I was just that fucking bored and I did not care to know. I didn't even ask my brother like, hey, what happened, because I usually do. I just didn't care. This movie was so boring throughout the entire time. Like the beginning was pretty interesting because we got to see like a glimpse of the aliens being real, because obviously in the trailer we have Emily's character just speaking in a foreign language, and the whole world is like, oh, what the fuck is that? And that also triggers off a lot of people just freaking out. And the main villain is just part of this organization. They're not even the government. They're trying to basically like censor the information and not get it out. So again, this whole movie is about this battle between these characters running away, trying to expose the truth, and the Shadow Organization. That seems like it would be cool if the movie was interesting and fun, but it's not. It's very boring. The villains of this movie, they're henchmen or whatever. The people that they hire are just a bunch of goobers. Like they literally just go around, they get beat up, they barely shoot their guns. I know they're not trying to kill them, but man, do they not feel threatening at all. These guys are the least threatening people I've ever seen in a film. Um Character wise, because I want to talk about this scene. Character wise, these characters are not interesting. They're one dimensional at most. We don't know anything. We barely know anything about them besides just pure basic things, and they're not interesting at all. They're not fun to follow. We don't care about. I don't care. I didn't care about them. I didn't care about their story. Like, oh yeah, cool. They were abducted when they were kids. Fun, yay. But we don't get to know anything about them. We don't get to see how they like yeah, there were some scenes where we got to see them use their alien powers and alien abilities, but they were so little. There was so little. We didn't even get much of that. In fact, when it comes to the powers, all this aliens, these powers they have between these two characters are just like mind reading and mind control and like turning invisible. That's it. That's the extent of this movie when it comes to aliens and their supernatural abilities. Like, yeah, there's these artifacts that can let people teleport with other technology, but it's just used by this guy only. So it doesn't even feel like it's even all that. Acting wise is God, everyone was awful. Emily Blunt is so terrible in this movie, and it's funny because like I know she's a decent actor, but my God, was she unbearable to sit through. There's this scene right here. If you watch the movie, this scene right here, I know she was trying so hard to be an actress, an actual actress, but my God, does she just suck ass. Hold on, I gotta make sure I leave. She just sucks so much in this movie. Like, she doesn't like actually feel like she's doing anything. She's phoning in half the time, I feel like, and like I just didn't get anything from her. Neither from this character. He's so one dimensional, so like 3D printed. You literally don't know anything about him. So uninteresting. So many other characters are just one dimensional. Like, oh no, my partner's crazy. I'm gonna snitch on them. Fucking awful characters. Fucking awful acting. The music, Steven Spielberg is good with music, but guess what? This movie doesn't have that much music. There is scenes where the music kicks up for like 2 minutes and then it goes away. There's so many times in this movie where the music is just non-existent and is so like distracting when nothing is happening and there's no music or anything, or when there is something happening and there is no music. There's so many times, and like the times that there was music makes up like 5 minutes of the whole movie, maybe 10 if I'm being nice. So the music was not great. It was barely used, and when it was there, it was just basic. I mean, yeah, there was one song where like he was explaining to his girlfriend the powers. That was a decent song, but literally nothing else was inspiring or like interesting or stood out at all. There were some cool camera shots here and there. Like they had like some good camera movements, some good like cinematography. It was whatever. Like this scene right here with the camera is like, it was pretty cool. CGI was awful though. These aliens are so fucking ugly and basic. By the way, they're just not even interesting aliens because like they're just the small little gray matter, like gray aliens. Like they're like literally, if imagine what an alien looks like, and this movie went for that, for its design. It doesn't do anything interesting at all. This is the most creatively bankrupt movie I've ever watched in a very long time. So not creative. And then the CGI was awful, like I was mentioning. There's a lot of times where the aliens basically disguise themselves as animals because they want to blend in and not seem like harmless and innocent. The CGI was awful. It was very distracting. You might as well have just had like a puppet on screen that would have looked more real. But the CGI was so bad. I don't know what there is to this movie. Also, as far as the message, like the government is lying. Like, yeah, no shit. Like everyone fucking knows that. This is another one of those movies that tries to like speak out or says a message. At least I think they're trying to like send a message or like tell a meaning or whatever. But it's so irrelevant to like today. Like, yes, obviously this shit is like crazy things like the whole like is aliens real or not is like a lot of people are more likely believe them considering our government cannot be trusted. The point is like this movie is not telling anything interesting as far as a story goes. It doesn't do anything interesting with its concept, and it's not telling anything like interesting. It's just like I feel like this movie was made to just be fodder or like recycled material for like other videos. Nothing in this movie is just interesting or important at all. All these screenshots here make you think like, oh, what the fuck is gonna happen? There's a bunch of aliens. Like, you think this scene is crazy? It doesn't go anywhere. um, I said this before. Not only is it boring, it's a giant waste of time. Like I said, nothing happens until the very end of the movie, and nothing is ever explained until the last 20 minutes. So those first 2 hours, you might as well just go to sleep. I'm not joking. This is just whatever. Uh, Nothing visually appealing. Like the movie was so ugly. Like I mentioned, there was nothing visually appealing, and my God, there was even a scene where they showed off some of the alien tech. And for those who played Destiny, like I swear, me and my brothers, like, of course, we love Destiny. We literally thought, I mean, I don't know how to spell pyramid ships, but we literally thought they stole like a pyramid ship design from Destiny. And like, I wish I could find one, but if I could type, but holy fuck, there were so many. Not so many. I don't know. The point is, they literally have technology of ships that literally looks like pyramids from Destiny. What a fucking shame. They couldn't. I don't know, man. Maybe it was just a coincidence, but yeah. Like I said, fuck this movie. It's boring. It's such a waste of time. It's not interesting. Nothing fucking happens. It's not telling anything interesting or original at all. It's not even doesn't have good music, doesn't have good characters, doesn't have good acting. So much of this movie is just trash. And I don't understand like what people are seeing. Maybe I need to watch it again to like it, but yeah, this is garbage. This is actual garbage. Like, this is literally one of the worst movies that came out this year. I actually hated it, and really do not waste your time watching this boring ass movie. 2 out of 10 for me. It's that bad. Yeah, fuck this movie. I don't care. Yeah, but that's it. Thank you guys for listening to me. You guys have a great one.